Nobody here sleeps. Ever. When we first moved in, the neighborhood felt perfect. Quiet streets, trimmed lawns, identical houses lined up like they had nothing to hide. It felt safe, predictable, normal. The first night, I noticed every house on the street had its lights on, not just a porch light. Every room, every window glowing against the dark. I told myself it was nothing. Maybe someone was hosting a party. Maybe it was some neighborhood tradition. I laughed it off and went to bed. Then I woke up at exactly 3 a.m. I didn't know why, no noise, no dream, just awake. I looked at the clock, then at the ceiling, and that's when I realized the light from outside was still pouring through the blinds. Every house was still lit. I walked to the window and pulled the curtain back just an inch. Across the street, a family was standing at their front window. All of them. The father. The mother. 2 kids. They weren't talking. They weren't moving. They were just staring at the street. The next night, it happened again. 3 a.m. wide awake. Lights on. Every house. And this time, I checked more windows. Every single one had someone standing there, watching. During the day, everyone acted completely normal. They waved when I got the mail. One neighbor even brought over a pie. They smiled. They made small talk. But they looked exhausted. Dark circles under their eyes. Forced energy in their voices. I finally asked the man across the street why the lights stayed on all night. He held my gaze for a second too long and said, "You'll understand soon." That night, I forced myself to stay awake. At 2:59 a.m., the street was empty. At 3 a.m., they were all in position, like they had been summoned. I was about to step away from the window when I saw something move under the streetlight at the end of the block. At first, I thought it was a person. But the way it walked was wrong. Its legs bent too far back, its arms hung too low, its head tilted at an angle no spine should allow. It moved slowly down the center of the road, and as it passed each house, I noticed something. It never looked at the lit windows. It only paused in front of the dark ones. There was one house at the far corner with its lights off. The thing stopped there. It stood perfectly still for a long time. Then it stepped onto the lawn. The next morning, that house was empty. No moving truck. No for sale sign. No furniture inside. Just dust and silence. That's when I understood. The neighbors weren't watching it. They were letting it know they were awake. Because the houses that go dark don't stay. Tonight, I woke up at 3 a.m. without an alarm. I didn't hesitate. I didn't question it. I stood up and walked to the window. Across the street, my neighbor was already there. He looked directly at me, and for the first time, he smiled. Not a friendly smile, a relieved one, because my lights are on, and I'm still standing.